Hey, Mike Griffith here, back at Griff's Place at Opulent Griff's Place at Auto Club Formosa Raceway for the March meet. Got Cole Coonce in here, a longtime AAFD fan.
Fan, proponent, fanatic, obsessive.
Yeah. What's your love of the front motor dragster?
Well, it goes back to me when I was a kid in Southern California, and watching the cars at night, whether it was Lyons, Orange County, or even Sunday at San Fernando Raceway. I could actually hear them as a child, as an 8-year-old. I could hear them on Sunday afternoons. I go, I got to see what that's about.
And since the creation of the nostalgia craze 20 plus years ago now,
Right.
and it keeps going, what's your thought of the current state of the division? I mean, obviously Tony Bartone has taken this to a new level.
He has. To be blunt, I think everybody else is racing for class, and if they happen to get lucky, good for them. Anything can happen when you light these cars off, but he is 2/10 ahead of everybody else. Is Bill Dunlap going to step up? Maybe, possibly. That would make a great story. Bill's 74 years old. He's completely in control of the car. Many of these guys, when they get older, they get behind the car. Bill's still there. Also, Denver Chutes, they insist they've got a 560 in it today. So that would get them within a tenth of where Bartone's at.
You got this Denver Chutes has been knocking on the door, a lot of runner-ups
Sure,
here recently.
right.
But you got Bartone, obviously Rick Williamson. Some older guys in this class, so obviously Chutes and
Yep.
Dunlap. What's the future for AAFD?
There are some younger guys that are coming on board. There is finally we're seeing a slow growth. And it's no mean feat. It's not easy to get the youngsters involved in this stuff. We've all had many conversations about how the car culture is not necessarily as applicable to the kids as it was when we were growing up. But with, say, Dusty Green and Jim Young and, Adam Sorokin as a young 46-year-old, there are people that are continuing to want to drive these cars, as evidenced by Jeff Horan showing up. Jeff Horan gets a phone call Wednesday night, and Friday he's making laps in the Cheetah.
And the first time he's ever big show funny car driver is during some nostalgia funny cars. First time ever in a dragster.
Correct.
Right?
First time, and I think he, in all honesty, is more comfortable with the funny cars. I think he'll be the first to tell you that. And but of course, these big show guys, they've got the bravado and like, oh, nothing scares me. But I don't know. Deep in his heart, I don't know what he's thinking. So.
Right. So overall, this, years ago, this was the class before the funny cars came on. There was only this was nostalgia drag racing,
Right.
and it's kind of gone down to that 12 to 14 cars.
Sure.
Do you think maybe it should be an 8-car show, or should they stick with 16, let everybody in, and that way it doesn't turn anybody off? And
I think you could make a case for both. Here we are, Sunday morning. We've got 8 cars left. Those are the 8 that should probably be in the show anyway. You have to understand that, like, the concept of bumping is not really what it was. Even like the Indy 500. In the old days, the second biggest motorsports event was pole day for the Indy 500. Now you've got 34 cars trying to get into a 33-car show. It doesn't matter. It's a formality. But yes, 8 cars would be tighter. And some of the best races here were 13 cars trying to get into an 8-car show. So I'm on the fence. I think it could go either way. I enjoy it regardless.
yeah, and I think that's the whole thing about nostalgia, whether it be the A-Gas, the hot rods, or AAFD funny cars.
Right.
Come out and enjoy it, right?
Well, 100%, but also beyond just, the neat spectacle and the smells and the sounds on the sights, but like the competition is still intense. So even if there's only, 13, there were 14 cars actually qualified for this thing in a 16-car show. As we continue to make our way down the ladder, it's just going to get nuttier and more intense.
Oh, yeah, and that's the whole thing. There's some close racing. There's going to be close racing, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and we might see the record lowered also.
It's never a bad thing.
A triple nickel, 5.55 from Tony Bartone. I think it's coming.
Okay, there you have it. Straight from Auto Club Formosa Raceway.
All right.